I want to welcome you to Jensen Bank. Just a quick high-level overview. Jensen Bank is a fictitious financial institution, and they have a marketing management platform for not only their different branches across the Midwest, but also because they have different departments. So the first thing the marketing department was trying to figure out is, how do I manage all of our marketing assets? How do we control them from a brand standard, but also from a legal compliance standpoint? And as they started to grow as an organization, that became very overwhelming for them. So with that, they were able to partner up and develop a marketing management platform. Some of the key features you're going to see inside this custom platform that was designed to their brand standards is that there is personalization to the individual. You're going to see that there is a shopping cart for e-commerce experience, and we'll come back to that. There is the ability for shortcuts in shopping, or excuse me, searching for different assets, and the ability to find things on the fly. We also realize that consumers who are ultimately looking for an Amazon experience in their professional workplace, they want to look for assets different ways. So along with the search catalog, there's also the ability to funnel through more chronologically or using a folder structure. So in this scenario, you can see that this is set up for Janelle, but where it's personalized. And it says, what resources are you looking for? She can search by product, and that could be brochures, client engagement, digital assets, PowerPoints that can be personalized, marketing emails that are tied to Salesforce and Salesforce Cloud or Marketo, and then any other targeted campaigns. But also, it might be easier for Janelle to look for something associated with wealth management, or maybe there's an insurance product or brochure that she's looking for. So with the marketing management platform that can be branded in many ways, you have the ability to filter through all of your assets and streamline what assets you need and the best route to get to them, creating a better consumer experience, which is ultimately going to drive to a higher user adoption. But in this scenario, let's go ahead, let's jump in and take a look at a couple products here and some of the power that is behind the marketing management platform. So in this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and say that I have a video. I want to do an introduction video of Jensen Financial, but I also want them to know, hey, this is coming from Cole Scott. So inside the digital assets, I can go ahead and click on videos, excuse me here, and we'll go ahead and click on a brand compliant video. One more time here. As I click buttons too quickly, you can also filter through this way to get videos. So it's a breadcrumb trail right here, but you can see I have the ability for a customized video. So I have the ability to put a bookend on the video that gives some information about me directly. So, hey, I want to go ahead and I want to attach a headshot. So I'm going to send this to a potential customer. They have never met me. Of course, I'm working remotely from home, and I'm going to upload that photo. In a matter of seconds, I can save that photo. It looks good. You can see that has now been attached to the bookend that's going to be associated with this video. I also want to give some information. Now, when we put this solution into place and you have a marketing management platform, we're also going to tie into your single sign-on, to your LDAP solution, and we have the ability to pull in some of this data. So some of this data entry won't necessarily be needed to create a better sales enablement solution. So I type some of this information, and then you're going to see it's going to go ahead and personalize this content for me. Once I'm completed giving the information that I want added to the bookend, and I feel like it gives a representation, I can go ahead and hit digital delivery. And there then will be different ways for me to send that information out. It could be an emailed link, there could be a download. There are different ways for me to get that content and push it out. So it doesn't get clogged up in email restrictions or sizes. So there is one example of an asset. Some other things to go ahead and look at real quick, but let's go ahead and take a look at an email. So maybe at the same time, when you think from asset distribution, there might be the interest in personalizing or tying in your Salesforce and an HTML email. So in this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and customize an email. It's important probably to point out here that as we look at this template to the left, this is completely customizable to your brand standards and your legal compliance. And what I mean by that is you can open up or close down the customization as much as you would like. In this scenario, I have the ability to type some information in, like the company name, and this is going to be a one-to-one communication. But when it comes to the headline, I can't type anything in, but I do have the ability to customize from a standpoint as, hey, there's a few options. So I want to go with open a credit line today. In this scenario, I also have the ability to maybe adjust some of the colors or fonts. So we're going to go ahead and grow with a green icon. And you'll see that some of that customization will start to happen on the fly. And I can go through and complete this customization. And in a matter of seconds inside my marketing management platform, without jumping between different marketing technologies, I had the ability to customize and deliver a one-to-one communication and have the analytics collected on the back end with Salesforce or Marketo. One other great example to show the power on the front end of the marketing management platform is also the reality that when we think about marketing assets or sales assets, they're not always digital. So how do we handle physical things? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at a direct mail postcard. And so I'll click on postcards here. And in this scenario, we'll go ahead. It looks like there is a golf outing coming up. The first thing, I've already taken the time to attach a mailing list right here. And so you'll see there's an existing file. If I wanted to add a new file, I could do that. There's different formats that are available. And then you'll see there is a process here. And there's also, because now we're talking about a physical asset, there's going to be a shopping cart experience. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on in my process. The first thing, to make sure that we're compliant with USPS, we're going to make sure that, hey, this information is mapping correctly. It looks like it is. Once I feel like that is correct, I'm just going to go ahead and click continue. And we're going to move on in this direct mail experience. And because we are a software and service company and we create an Amazon experience for your organization, the nice thing about this is that after your end user completes this process in these forms and proofs their product, that in a few days, this will be sent out on their behalf, along with some updates that keeps them abreast of the journey. So in here, you see this has a very open template. Once again, you have the ability to lock this down so there is less customization, or you can open it up as much as you want. In this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and add a company name. So we're going to go ahead and send this off to FuseBox 1. And in this scenario, let's go ahead and add a contact photo again. And let's see here. I should have that real shortly here. There we go. We'll upload that photo and we'll save it once again, proof the photo. It looks good. We'll see if it lets us go check any postal information that it's looking for. In this scenario, it's asking about an indicia because of a pre-sort. Let's see if we can go ahead and preview. And so right now it is generating a proof. So now the best part about this is I can proof. There's different ways I can search through my mailing list. I can do the shortest, the longest record. I can pick a handful of records, and then I have the ability to then proof the information, and I can zoom out and take a look at it. Of course, no content was added, but if it was added, you'll see it's all dropped in there. The mailing list would be attached. And then there's an approval process. Once I submit that order, then it is completed and I can go up to my shopping cart. So the other thing is, it is very important and always crucial inside of any tool that is used for sales enablement to have a very robust shopping cart. And as we wait for this to pull up, there's a few reasons to have a very robust shopping cart. And one is really to drive behaviors. So different departments, there are different buying behaviors, different products, and it's really how you set that up. And so, for example, you might want to give a new employee a budget. You might want to give a department a budget. You might have some assets that there's no cost associated to it. You might want to set up a coupon system to incentivize or drive different sales behaviors. You might have individuals outside of your organization that are promoting your products and drive behaviors that way. And it's really crucial to realize and have the ability to do those kind of things inside your shopping cart. And also for your end user to be able to make adjustments on the fly. So you'll see in here, there's different things like Jensen Bank ball cap, a polo shirt. In those scenarios, it might be, hey, I want a personalized polo shirt, and that will utilize credit card processing because I'm paying for it. But this poster calendar, which is a point of purchase asset, is going to be picked up by the company or the department. Once I feel satisfied, I can go ahead and complete my order along with all of my shipping information that's pertinent. If single sign-on is used in that solution, of course, it's going to pull that information in and create that automation for you. And also the reality too, that one of the things that people always appreciate about this solution is they can save assets that are readily and constantly ordered. So if I'm an admin and I'm helping somebody, or I'm a sales support and there's assets that are repeatedly ordered, I can go ahead and save that in my shopping cart for a quick repeat or in process. That really helps with the e-commerce standpoint. So you get a good feel, hey, here's the front end. This is the marketing management platform, very user friendly. But we also understand inside organizations that new employees come on, there's going to be some adjustment in templates, there's new products, there's new adjustments to some of the technology. And so things are always ever evolving. And so one of the ways, or one of the things we really want to help you focus on and help our individuals that we partner with focus on is, of course, user adoption. And so one of the ways we've done that is we always have an integrated help center. Inside the help center, you're going to see three functionalities that are really crucial. One is a knowledge center. So you'll find lots of articles that are available in different buckets. So admin user templates, attached delivery mail, shopping cart, search functions. But there's also just, you can quickly ask a question. How to send mailing. And you're going to see as I type something in, here's some potential articles that I might find useful. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And as I get into the article, I will see that there is content available. There are images and step-by-step processes. But the best part is at the end, we also realize that some people like to watch videos and people have different learning patterns. And so you'll see there is a video available for each one of these articles, along asking for feedback. There is also the ability to reach out to a live person through a chat bot. It'll ask some simple questions to understand what you're looking or what kind of help you need. So I could type in something like direct mail and then send that off, and then it's going to connect me with the person or provide, at first it's going to say, hey, I want to learn about products, so on and so forth. And the last or the last two ways is there's always phone support, but some individuals just want to use a more passive route, which would be our help desk and our ticketing system. And so as I close this out here real quick, you'll see there's also a quick form that can be filled out that allows me to attach some images, answer a couple questions, and then get some email support back and forth. So that's one of the ways, along with we always help organizations with launching their product, promoting it, and getting the marketing management platform going that way. But a crucial part of driving user adoption is helping individuals from start to finish in their process. We want to make sure that they're getting email notifications when something's been ordered. We want to make sure they're getting email notifications and tracking information when something's been shipped or delivered or mailed out. And all of this creates that Amazon experience. And we realize that, hey, end users all learn differently, and we want to have this information in front of them. So all a part of the Help Center, all part driven with the focus of helping your end users improve their experience, along with removing clicks and having a good graphical user interface. And of course, one of the more other crucial parts then we really want to talk about is the back end and kind of your admin experience. So if I'm inside marketing or I'm inside sales and I'm owning this product, one of the things that we always hear from organizations is, hey, we really love your digital project manager and how that ties into our overall experience with the marketing management platform. And so in this scenario, you're going to see this was set up for an organization, but as they get into their digital project manager, they can see in front of them, hey, how many open estimates do I currently have? How many open orders are currently active? What do I have in inventory? And then what is currently in the proofing process? So if I want to drill into any of that information from a project management standpoint, hey, what's currently coming in from the marketing management platform? What things are we implementing on the back end that might be physical assets that are going into the platform? I can drive into that and I can see, hey, here's an open order. I can drill into that information. I can also look for things like closed orders. I can take it one step further. I can see, hey, contact name, who's associated with that information, information like order statuses. You're going to see all of this is available. You're going to see what information is available. And of course, if there's a hyperlink, as I start to filter through my asset, I can, start to type in some of the information, and it's going to let me filter until, there we go. We have one asset available. Yep, this was the asset I'm looking for. I can drill in further. And as we see in front of us, that I can see this came from the platform. I can see a little bit about the information. I can see it was web to print, the expected quantity, the due date, and the cost associated to it and how many versions. So all of this information now from an administrative standpoint is centralized. It's in one spot and it's at my fingertips. I can look at it from an auditing standpoint and look at closed orders as well, but I can also get into anything that is being warehoused and might have distribution associated to it. So you're going to see different ways to filter through your warehousing, whether it is the item code, ID number, description, the type of product. And so in some of these scenarios, you're going to see there is also images associated with it. So I want to learn a little bit more about number 91521. I think that is the flyer I'm looking for. And I think it's the appropriate version. I see it has a revision date on it, but I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I have an image at my fingertips. And I say, you know what, that looks like the correct image. And now I have real-time data of what is going on inside my project management, but also gives me an idea of what's going on inside the marketing management platform when it comes to all my physical assets, not just my digital assets. Also things like your postage and shipping escrow is available, and anything that might be going on with proof approvals. So great tool to really help centralize your vendor management, project management, and just create a more streamlined and upfront information that's at your fingertips. And one of the best things that people always get excited about, we've worked so hard to help you to this point, and as you've seen through this demo, that now I'm able to get all assets, whether they're digital, physical, marketing, sales, whatever that piece of collateral might be, into one spot. It could be proposal related, it could be logo related, any one of those assets. Now I got really strong business intelligence. So there is a lot of charts, reports to drill down into the individual, to behaviors from a sales standpoint, but also from a product standpoint. Things that might be customizable, things that might be static, customized PowerPoint. And so in this scenario, we want to go ahead and look at non-customized items. I can go ahead and drill down into those items and start to glean into a little bit more data. As that report pulls up, you're going to see some more intelligence. You're going to see that all of this can be exported as an image and as quick information. But we also tie in to your Google Analytics to help as well, and the ability to pull together very robust reports for you. So it could be things like user budget, total order summary, digital deliveries. So we want to learn more about that. I can pick different SKUs, IDs. I can sort date and timelines. I can pick, hey, I just want a summary report instead of a tab delimiter report. And I can export that information and use it internally. And I can say, yep, a PDF is great. And suddenly I have that information at my fingertips. So in closing, at a high level, hopefully you've seen that the marketing management platform is a true marketing operations and sales enablement tool that will help your organization not only with asset deployment, but also with improving a reduction in marketing technology, efficiencies with user adoption, reduction in vendor management, improving brand control, and of course, strong business intelligence. Any more questions? We would love to have a conversation. Please don't hesitate to reach out. And this concludes your demo.